Howdy gamers, how's it going? I'm back to try to seduce this low quality JPEG of an old man. Alrighty, let's get to it.
Hi, I've created this whole personal website to find a woman to marry me. I've been on a long, deep spiritual journey looking for her. And along the way, I have grown and developed and transformed myself tremendously. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the most important thing I'm looking for in a marriage. And that's resonance, divine resonance. Resonance is a magical energy flow that happens when a system is perfectly tuned. The energies match. If I make the string, let's say this long, let's see what the resonant frequency is. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But if I make the string much shorter, the resonant frequency will be much higher. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. So what does all this have to do with a relationship or a marriage? I'll tell you what.
Oh God,
People
I'm
who are
halfway through.
serious about creating a great relationship put a tremendous amount of energy into the relationship, as they should. Unfortunately, a lot of that energy gets wasted. I believe that the key to creating an incredible relationship is to match up the woman's and the man's energetic frequencies along as many of those dimensions as possible. And then there will be multiple resonances. Now, I don't know how many dimensions there are in a relationship, but let's just say for discussion, it's 27. And so a lot of the energy that gets put into the relationship is going to be wasted. Energy will accumulate in our relationship, and our marriage will rise higher and higher. That is the marriage that I want. Obviously, the first thing I have to do is find the right lady, which obviously is why I created this website. Now, my requirements for the lady I'm looking for are intense and detailed. And that's because I believe that is what is needed to achieve resonance with me. If you feel resonance, if you're a woman and you feel resonance with me, then I invite you to contact me on the last page of this website, and we'll see what happens. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you, and God bless America.
Okay, so there's a lot to get into with that. There's a lot to unpack. First off is that if you're so obsessed with finding a woman who's an exact counterpart of you and thinks the exact same way except they have different biological functions, then you might as well just fucking put a bra on, fill that shit up, start thinking you're a woman and masturbating. Because, buddy, you're fucked. However, also in the whole swing thing, I don't feel like you guys are retarded. I don't need to explain fucking basic high school physics to explain why that's fucking autistic. And I don't understand this whole resonant frequency thing. You hear this by white people a lot? Not that sure why. Because it seems like they were in fucking elementary school, and then their fucking science teacher showed them a tuning fork, and they're like, I'm gonna base my entire fucking life's beliefs off of this fucking thing. I don't goddamn get it. But regardless, we're continuing on with our adventure to fuck William. Topic 1, Introduction. I'm on a serious quest for a Republican Tantra goddess. She is a fabulous, intensely passionate, emotionally mature, spiritually evolved woman of tremendous power and deep integrity. She is beautiful both outside and inside. As a Republican, she loves, trusts, and wholeheartedly supports President Trump. She knows her great and sacred value as a goddess and seeks a man who is genuinely worthy of her spiritually, intellectually, emotionally, physically, and sexually. Oh, look at that fucking smile. As a Tantra goddess, she longs with great intensity to completely surrender herself to him as she worships her in every moment, including worshipping her sexuality and lifting her into prolonged states of exalted ecstasy. I'm getting fucking hot and bothered, goddamn. I want her to unite with me in an awesome romantic/sexual relationship leading to a magical marriage. She and I will create a divine, resonant tantric partnership through which we will uplift the lives of large numbers of people. I see millions globally. For many reasons, the time is right for this. First, incredibly positive political changes are happening right now in the United States, discussed in Top 10 Politics. Secondly, after decades of profound spiritual/transformational inner work and intense outer worldly experience, I believe that I'm finally ready for the goddess I seek. Third, I am certain that she has been on a profound journey preparing herself for our union, and my sense is that our two journeys will converge at the divine perfect time. By the grace of God, she will soon be in my arms and our magnificent partnership will begin. I created this personal website to help us find each other. I'm not a simple man. I'm sophisticated, multi-talented, and multifaceted. Some have called me a resonance man. Others have called me a genius. I'm also a risk taker. I seek an extraordinary lady who is likewise sophisticated, multi-talented, and multifaceted, and she likes that I'm a risk taker. With all the details I've written on this website, a doubter might say I'm looking for a needle in a haystack. The truth is, I'm the needle in her haystack too. She's looking for me right now. By clearly stating what I want, I'm asking God to connect us. Could she be you? He's reusing pictures. Are these pictures from last time? William. Alright, topic 2, additional basics of our relationship. I'm healthy and take excellent care of myself. I intend to live vigorously for many more decades. You are also healthy and take excellent care of yourself. I am financially responsible. You have a job or other means of paying our expenses and providing for your minor children, if any. I am 6 feet tall. I would like to be taller than you, including when you wear heels. I have an excellent posture and would like the same in you. You dress and groom yourself beautifully. I have been legally divorced for a long time from my only marriage and have not remarried. I have 3 adult children and 2 grandchildren from that marriage. Okay, so we guessed that he was divorced, which is kind of safe based on his age. However, I guessed that he has no children. I was wrong about that. Okay, if my last child was born, I had a vasectomy. If you want children with me, it would require a medical procedure of me that is not guaranteed to work. I graduated magna cum laude from a prestigious university. Which university? I am well educated in science, mathematics, music, education, business, and law. Okay, so you're a liar. I seek an extremely intelligent woman with a university degree or equivalent strong education. If you're university educated, you are not fooled by, or you have substantially recovered from academia's incessant indoctrination of liberal, democrat, progressive, atheist, feminist, global warming, climate change, and socialist, Marxist, communist propaganda. A slight tangent. On my freshman English class in university, I had this massive headache from this class because we had to literally write things about why Ursula is the best feminist icon of all time. And eventually I got so fed up to the point that I just started shit talking the teacher through my essays. I managed to pass the class because I was very professionally talking shit, though I legitimately get where he's coming from this. I think that universities should be somewhere to be free and open thought. I don't think it should be carried by the old guard, right? And that's only expressing these conservative ideas, which would very easily be how it would be overcorrected. I think it should be somewhere that should be promotive of open thought and learning instead of being hyper-focused on promoting liberal ideas just because that's what the majority of the student body is. And a lot of times they would even say stuff I agreed with. I think you should be comfortable with your masculinity. I don't think women should be incredibly self-conscious about how they look, and I think stuff like confidence, and things like that are only really promoted in men should be something that promoted in women also. And that stuff like that's totally fine. And I actually agreed with a lot of what she said, even though I don't consider myself conservative or liberal, really. I consider myself fairly libertarian, politically speaking. The issue wasn't actually the topic she was giving us, it's that she was trying to promote any sort of political idea through her teachings. I think your teaching should be entirely secular and have no political bias whatsoever. And if they're to remain politically charged, which a lot of it will, and that's totally fine, don't have them be leaning towards a topic that very aggressively favors you to write one way. However, topic 3. Divine Resonant Tantric Partnership. My goddess and I will create a magnificent partnership to which we contribute our personal strength, energy, talents, skills, maturity, knowledge, wisdom, resources, dreams, vision, and goals. Did he open up a thesaurus? This could have been said in like 4 words. Okay, whatever. Effects less vastly larger and more beautiful than the sum of what we could otherwise individually create. I see our partnership doing things to uplift humanity and reduce human suffering. I'd like to do this together to the greatest extent possible, so we would work together, play together, do spiritual practices together, and sleep together. Best friends, business partners, spiritual partners, and lovers. I have a pretty clear idea that I will contribute to our partnership, but I don't know yet who you are, so I cannot yet know what our partnership will look like. Still, I know what it feels like. Divine resonance. That's what it is. I presume you've already watched my video on this website where I explain the meaning of resonance. It feels awesome being with you. I'd love to tell you the details. I cannot see the full picture until we meet and share our vision. I'm truly seeking a life partner. Where are you, my love? I know God is creating an incredible resonant partnership of you and me. What exactly does God have in mind that we'll become as a couple and radiate this to the world? We communicate daily or multiple times daily. We can answer each other's texts promptly. We pick up one of the other calls when we are physically separated. An example, before we live together or one of us travels without the other. Texting calls are all the more important unless mutually understood in advance. We do not go for days without communicating because it causes stress in the other and weakens our relationship. We are 100% open and honest with each other. We build, grow, and continually polish a sacred trust in each other. We keep no secrets from each other, except pursuant to a rule we mutually create. I propose secrets to be permitted in the following circumstances. A. As required by law, by professional ethics, or by contract. B. To create happy surprises. And C. In matters irrelevant to our relationship. 1. To protect the privacy of others. Or 2. To avoid stirring up old garbage from the past that we have let go of and are grown far upon. We are both very human, and neither of us are perfect. Yet we work diligently at manifesting our divinity. We see each other's problems as opportunities in disguise. We see weakness as underdeveloped strengths. We inspire each other to transform our liabilities into spiritual and material assets. I long to meet you and discover your treasures as you discover mine. I long to inspire and energize you as you inspire and energize me. I long for us to figure out, step by step, what God is creating in, through, and as our divine resonant tantric partnership. And as we figure it out, I long to carry it out into full manifestation with you. I got to the point where it's just like he's writing a fucking novel. He also seems like crazy controlling. This isn't my man, but regardless, we're continuing on with the meme. Holy shit. That'll be it for now, gamers. However, here's a sneak peek of what happens next time. Hence, my greatest pleasure in worshiping my goddess by giving her prolonged, repeated, explosive, full-body female experiences.